And oh, it's hard to say, but I wish you were right here. Oh, it's hard to leave you when I get you everywhere. Papandayan,
What is up, everybody? I know this isn't the first Papandayan video, but it is really beautiful and it's the first of my 2026 adventures, so let's go.
Tapi sumpah bagus banget kok. Ih, drama banget.
Tapi emang Papandayan tuh seindah itu, bro. Kayak treknya tuh kita dapat macam-macam lah view-nya. Enggak, maksudnya kamera gue yang bagus.
Okay, so first things first, disclaimer, this video is edited 6 months after the footage was taken, so do what you have to do with that. But I really wanted to remember this moment and all of the other adventurous moments I've had throughout the year, so let's just take a shot at editing it. But I completely gave up on editing from DaVinci Resolve, specifically through my iPad, and because I don't really want to download any heavy software on my laptop just yet. So this is what's going to have to do for now. Extremely unfortunate, but we did end up going when it was raining so much. So on top of the mountain, it just kept raining on and off throughout the whole 2 days we were there.
Di sana motor landai gitu.
What is hiking without content being edited 6 months later? And here's us trying to put the camera to the correct angle. And here's the absolute fabulous team. I don't know why I cannot speak today. It is also like 10 p.m. on a school night, work night, I guess we should say now. So where did this team come from, you might ask? We are basically friends through a volunteering program and then friends of friends. And we went on this trip because I don't really remember, to be honest with you, but there were some talks of going hiking, a small hike to like the Sentul area, talks of going wall climbing, and this is what we ended up doing, Papandayan, because it was still close, it was still like a beginner-friendly mountain, and we just decided to go on one weekend because it was a long weekend, which is very nice. Honestly, really grateful. My first going up a mountain for real experience was with them because I could not ask for a better team. Everyone was really nice. We clicked just like that, and we still hang out sometimes, so that's really cool. I think we took so much more videos in the like earlier part of the hike rather than the second day. Maybe it was just because we were still like excited. We weren't really that tired at all, but it's such an imbalance on the videos, and you guys will see throughout this editing that I'm doing, but I hope you enjoy it. I'm looking back at my health records thing, and it says that it was like 3.15 kilos to go up and 3.16 kilos to go down. That's a give or take. I don't remember if I paused to watch or anything like that. And it took 3 hours and 57 minutes to go up and 2 hours and 12 minutes to go down. Again, not including the pauses, which I'm not really sure if I did pause it or not. I think I only paused it when we were in Hutan Mati, which is when we were going down. But yeah, that's not that big of a hike, especially considering that this is a mountain that we actually camped in. So it's really, really nice if you're trying to get into mountain hiking. What do you call it? Naik gunung. What do you call it in English? But this is a great start. They have posts on this mountain, which I cannot remember. I'm really sorry. But I do have some of my own personal checkpoints, and one of them was taking a snack right here. So from the rocky part, we transitioned into some like shrubs and bushes. And here we have the landslide area that only happened like a week or 2 weeks before we went here. Also, if you just want to enjoy the view but can't really get too tired, then there's always the option of renting a motorcycle, with the driver of course. Another personal checkpoint, you can see the transition of the landscape here. We decided to take a snack break right here, a chocolate break if you will, but you could see how steep our next steps were.
Moncongnya dia masukin ke bawah, dia buka resletingnya. Terus dia dalam nanti kan makannya udah habis ya, cuman sisa kuah doang. Dia kesel tuh, dia buang air.
I cannot remember what Dafa was telling a story about here, but it was funny. That's all you need to know.
Naikin dulu, jadi ngintip dari atas. Oh iya. Sopan kan hobinya.
MVP snack right here. Who knew Snickers was such a great snack for hiking? It tastes amazing. You get your energy back right away, and it's so convenient to eat, especially when somebody on your team like Dafa cuts it up and puts it into this hanging container on his shoulder. Starting the tremendous uphill hike, which, as I recall, Dafa said was going to be a short, steep uphill, and it turned out to be so long. Like he kept saying, at the end of this road, there will be our camp. And while that is not untrue, the road was actually quite long. It was quite a walk going that steep uphill, honestly. And then it started raining, and I'm so glad I brought an umbrella so I didn't have to put on the sweaty, hot raincoat over and over again. But alas, we finally made it, you guys. And by it, I meant the steep part, because we're still going uphill here, but you could see the camp from this point, so everything was well and good. We took a hot minute here because it looked so majestic. You could just sit here and take in the view and think about how large the world really is and how small we all are in it. But alas, we must move on. And on we shall go towards camp, but the wind was really picking up by this time. It was around 4, maybe 5 p.m, and let me tell you, your girl was tired. Look, I love the great outdoors, I do, but I really like the camping and seeing the view part much more, going underwater, all of that kind of stuff, rather than having this really heavy backpack on my back. I really like meeting people on the trail, even though I don't really talk that much, we just say hi to each other, but there's a sense of, I don't know, like, you're not alone, and there's always people around you, so don't be scared. It was really fogging up, but we were almost there. Despite the fake almost there's throughout the journey, thank you, we could actually see an endpoint from here.
Papandayan go aja di atas.
Justru pas besok paginya mau jalan lagi baru Papandayan go.
Udah, oke. Dah. Jalan.
Papandayan. Oh enggak, stop. Udah, stop.
And of course, the cute little mountain dogs are always around. It was starting to get cold, so you could see the fog coming out of our mouth, but the camera did not pick it up at all.
Gak kelihatan tau.
And we made it! Yay! Okay, we're going to camp in Goober Hut, and when we got there were already a lot of people, but it wasn't like crowded, which was nice. We still got to get a really nice spot, although it was foggy throughout the whole time we were in camp, so you can't see a sunset, you can't see a sunrise. This was also some of our first times camping and like setting up a tent, so thank you to Dafa and Agung, who are very patient in teaching us to do all of this.
Wah, kabutnya bener-bener yang sekabut itu, aslinya lebih gelap lagi nggak sih? Iya. Dan coba kalau kita kesini. Iya. Kabut.
I don't remember what happened after this, because did we really spend all that time after setting up camp to cooking, like all the way until 9 p.m? I'm not even sure anymore, you know. You guys, we brought so much food, like so much. I'm gonna pull up the sheets of food that we bought and brought, and this is not counting all of our own individual snacks, okay? So when I say we cooked throughout the night, we literally cooked throughout the night, and it was freezing cold. But hats off to the chef, because what is a better meal to eat than when you're tired and cold and have been walking through the whole day? And it's been a really long journey, but everything tasted so good, but we did have to eat it like right away as it came off the coal and the fire, because it got cold that quickly. So we all just ate from this one big pot, and used whatever forks and spoons were available and traded with one another. We did end up having like a lot of food left over, so we just ate that for breakfast, but we did hang it up in a tree a few steps away from our own tent, so there wouldn't be like any, what do you call babi hutan? Yeah, hogs? I don't know. At like 4 a.m, me and Putri finally like actually started talking again inside the tent, and we were just saying how both of us were waiting for it to be like daytime for the sun to come out because it was so cold none of us could sleep. But by around 4 or 5 we went into one tent, made s'mores, my creation, love them. These s'mores really hit the spot right there. At 6 a.m, the line to the bathroom was so long. Everybody took really long in the bathroom, honestly, but I don't think people took a bath. It was just like washing your face, getting a toothbrush, changing clothes, that kind of thing. But by the time Putri and I got back, the boys were already done with breakfast, so. Also, when I was getting the food out of the tree, the bark of the tree got into my skin, so there were like some prickles in my skin, and I could not get them out with these plastic tweezers, you know, that come into medical kits. But what ended up happening was I used a band-aid and just waxed it right off, which worked pretty well. It was over 8 by the time we left camp, which is really late, but it's fine.
8.38 kita mau OTW. Udah kosong lahan kita.
So here, I'm not sure I got the footage order right, but just bear with me, okay? I'm remembering there were a lot of pictures, and I just recalled that I'd never really posted them, so there might be a dump coming soon, maybe. But again, going down was just as beautiful as going up. Look at it here, wow. And this is the Edelweiss part, which is where we started meeting like a lot of people. There was also one more campsite. I forgot what the name is. I'm really sorry. I'm not a mountain person. And it was really crowded there, so I'm glad we did not go that way. Thank you to whoever planned that out. In this little muddy area, somebody let us go past. It was like me and Agung left behind. And they just said, biar yang pakai carrier bareng-bareng terus, which was cute and funny, so thank you. Coming into the Hutan Mati area, beautiful. I think we took 2 breaks going down just to eat snacks. Oh, and take pictures, of course, but that's also to kind of rest, I guess. The fog kept coming back and then getting lifted, coming back and getting lifted, so it was, again, an on and off rain, like I said in the beginning. When the fog was there, it was mysterious, but when it wasn't there, the landscape was so beautiful.
Ada kacang, marshmallow, caca.
Okay, we are nearing the end, so let's review. First of all, your team will make or break your experience. I don't think I could have chosen a better first team here. You need people that are willing to go your pace, and I mean that in every way possible. People who will not sigh when it takes you twice as long to get up this mountain. People who will not be frustrated when you need more breaks than them. People that will repack your carrier in the middle of the road because you've been feeling a water jug on the back just sticking out the whole way. People who will patiently teach you how to build a tent. People who will always make sure that you are right there next to them. People who will laugh with you and keep up your spirits. People who will be the strength you find within.
Alhamdulillah. Bagaimana review first time mendaki?
Gue gak first time.
Papandayan deh,
Papandayan seru banget asik. Bersama orang-orang yang asik juga.
Iya. Gimana?
Langkahnya Abio kenceng banget. Dia langkah santai, gue langkah buru-buru.
Friends who will willingly take this journey with you. And friends who will do it all over again in a heartbeat.